Hello everyone, welcome to this update video. I trust and hope that you're doing really fantastic. Now, we've got an area to watch for some potential development. As we can see here, it is located just offshore the southeastern states, and models have even been hopping onto the scenario of seeing this thing attempt to get itself together, and it may possibly become the third named storm of the North Atlantic hurricane season. So we're going to talk about that. Additionally, as we switch to this graphic here showing the infrared satellite imagery, we can see that distinct blob about to enter the Caribbean. Now, that is in association with a tropical wave. So it is going to be bringing some increased rain to some areas. So let's go ahead and dive into the details. Okay guys, and it's definitely been a couple of days since I posted a video, and to be honest, I've been super busy. But also, there hasn't been much going on across the Atlantic because you guys know I would never leave you hanging if something is out there. I'd find a way to make it happen, to give you an update as to what is taking place. But it's been pretty quiet, and you know, we're in summer. And by the way, speaking of that, a lot of schools are going out of session for the summer break, which is one of the most amazing times of the year. To be honest, the only thing I don't like about the summer is the extreme heat, especially when there is no afternoon thunderstorms to cool things down. That is what I hate personally. Let me know what it is for you. But if you are a parent of a child between the ages of say 6 and 12, or maybe you're a grandparent, or maybe you're a sibling. So if it is the case, I want to reintroduce my book called Weatherwise. It is filled with different activities to help kids have a better understanding of the weather. And the good thing about this book is that it can also be used as a secondary notebook, since it has a lot of note pages within it as well. So you can click that link in the pinned comment below to take a visit to Amazon, where you can definitely make a purchase or two, and you can also spread the word. And I'd also love some feedback from you, so you can definitely leave the reviews over there as well, or even if there is something specific or a type of book you'd like to see me publish going forward, leave that in the comments as well, because that is something I'm definitely planning to do. I want to have a lot more books out there that surround natural phenomena, because especially in the Caribbean, we don't really have a whole lot of that. So yes, you can definitely share your thoughts with me. But now let's head into the matter of the weather. So as we look back at this graphic here, we can see that blob, as I mentioned, and it's one of 3 tropical waves across the main development region right now. So sometimes you see these tropical waves producing a whole lot of thunderstorms, these huge blobs, but then they dissipate, and then we don't see that kind of activity, say, within a day or so. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case with this system here. But either way, it is a tropical wave. It's a low pressure area, so we tend to have an increase in moisture, which helps to enhance rainfall activity. So that's going to be the case as we head into the latter part of the week for the southeastern islands. Headed further west, we can definitely see here that much really isn't happening. It's relatively quiet across the Caribbean right now. And there's a bit of dust loitering as well as I speak. This is a look at the dust forecast. So still have some dust in the northwestern Caribbean, but as we head into tomorrow, going to Saturday, the Lesser Antilles, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, even the ABC Islands as well will experience some dust coverage, and then headed into Saturday, going to Sunday, other places such as Hispaniola, Jamaica, Cuba, the Cayman Islands, Southern Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos, and then eventually for Central America early next week will experience that increase in the dust coverage. And in large plumes, of course, it is pretty hazy when the dust is around, and it also helps to limit rainfall activity. So that is the pro of it in a sense, because it helps to suppress development within the North Atlantic basin. But we typically see the dust decreasing in quantity as we head into the latter part of August and towards the peak month of hurricane season, which is September. Doesn't mean that we won't see anything develop for sure, because there's going to be breaks between these dust plumes, and that may allow an opportunity for a system to try to get itself together. But for now, only that one offshore the southeast states, which let's go on to it in a little bit of detail. So here we can see it with a 50% formation chance. It's going to mostly parallel the southeastern states, and it is in an area of very warm water. As we look at the graphic here, we can see that the waters are pretty warm. We see 27, 29. So that's the kind of temperature out there, definitely supportive of allowing the system to gain some tropical characteristics. And if it is a case where it does become a named storm, if it does reach the threshold, then it would be the third named storm of the 2025 hurricane season, which is Chantal. So we'll see what eventually happens with that system. And then in terms of the rainfall forecast, guys, there could definitely be some downpours across sections of the Southeast Caribbean under the influence of that tropical wave, as I mentioned. So from around, say, St. Vincent going southward to Grenada, including Barbados, Tobago, and even parts of Trinidad as well. Further north, it will be a little bit on the quieter side, although some showers may possibly move through. Same thing for the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. And then towards Hispaniola, Jamaica, there could be some afternoon showers and thunderstorms today. Likewise for Cuba and going up to parts of the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos. Cayman Islands, there may not be a whole lot of activity, but some showers could definitely loiter. ABC Islands will be in the clear for the most part. Towards Central America, it may get a little bit active with some rain, but that chance is mostly for Costa Rica, Panama, and then to northern South America, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, there could definitely be some heavy rainfall later today. Up to Florida, again, that low pressure system is nearby, so it will be helping to enhance the rain, as we see some of those more colorful shade-ins up there. So guys, that is what we have going on right now across the North Atlantic. This is a look at the surface chart showing the axes of the tropical waves. So one is in the Caribbean, and we have 3 out there. So again, none of these is being watched for any development, but we don't need development to get some substantial impacts. So just a blob would be enough to produce a lot of heavy rain, which may trigger flooding. So guys, if it is a case where you experience any significant rainfall activity, please stay safe and do not take any unnecessary risks. But yeah, that's it for right now. And I do hope you guys found this update video to be informative. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll get to you when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.